Turkish, different parts of the Turkish cuisine. We have a large lunch. We don't usually eat that much at lunch, but it will be a big lunch. We kind of like to have, we kind of like to show off a little bit. So we are trying to prevent the overcrowding in areas. That's why everybody had a different schedule. So when you get back tonight, when you are with some friends or some people you know from the ship, and if you find out that they have seen something you haven't seen, well, bless you, we will walk towards the Topkapı Palace. And we will visit the palace together. But the palace, it's not only a building, but there are also exhibitions. Split it, the covered section, the older section today, the modern section tomorrow. So first in the afternoon we will go there. But let me tell you what you see around you right now. We are not on the Bosphorus, we are on the Golden Horn. This is just the bay, an inlet. It goes further down about 2 more miles to the south, which is almost 3.5, 4 kilometers, and it ends there. It's a total end. In front of you, you can see the spice market, which we will be visiting this afternoon, late afternoon. And next door to the spice market, it's a large mosque called the New Mosque. When you look to your left, you can see the suspension bridge. That is the actual Bosphorus cruise. You will have the opportunity to see it very close. We will in fact go under it and to take the pictures of it. The boat size, the bridge we crossed, is only on the very long and narrow inlet or bay. It's called the Golden Horn. When you look at the map, the shape of the Golden Horn, it's almost looking like an animal. Those are both legends, of course. Nobody is really sure about that. The other legend goes as, when the sun sets, it glitters like gold. That's why it's the Golden Tram on this side. But it is connected to the subway. Anyway, now we are traveling around this peninsula, and very soon, where you see the Turkish flag ahead of you, that is the conjunction of, that's the point of the peninsula. So it's the conjunction of 3 different water bodies. The Golden Horn on one side, around the peninsula is the Sea of Marmara, and there is the Bosporus. When you, from this point, when you look left at the point of the peninsula, you will be able to see the Bosphorus. Bosphorus is a natural strait, it's not man-made.
Thrust it into your hand.
Yeah, oh yeah, for you.
Huh?
For you.
Yeah. You tried it on me earlier.
Somebody from our group. So many times. So for the Plate people in the Byzantine Empire, for the Plate people, there was no difference between government and the church, because so that I can give you a time and which is as high as a 18. 18
What about it?
high. This is the height of the mark. There's like this X mark on the floor. There should be some more towards both sides. So it was very easy. Like the price or on the corners of the home. When it was covered with walls, everywhere was covered with carpets as we do it separately and that's why it was very easy. This you will see as well. A lot of on the way. Strangers, so they usually sat behind the screens so they could watch the stream. Oh, they have constructed water reservoirs to keep their water in the sea. Very interesting. We used to be nomadic people. And the nomads don't have architects. First he was taking up to the watchtowers. So he was having something to drink as a at the same time. Which is behind you, these two
Esa oferta fue ok. Esa oferta de 3 millones.
it's not possible by law, it's not possible to change the stores, the buildings, the interiors. But the stores are so small, like 3 of them could easily fit into this bus, or 4 even. Today, this afternoon, after the boat trip, we will have the bazaar.
You can show the picture anyone and they will lead you here. This is our meeting point, 3 o'clock or 3:05 in the bus. There are public bathrooms, you have to have 50 cents coin of something. This will be our meeting point. Everybody clear about the meeting point? Meeting time, 3 o'clock.
Says he's all right for very loud doorbells and freezing protesting.
It's very rare that a single family ruled for over 600 years. So the Ottomans, it's just one single dynasty, the same family, always from father to son. The time period of over 600 years. It is still Europe. Right now, both sides are Europe. We are in a bay, and both sides of us are Europe. You can see the Galata Tower, bridge, as you see.
Like the same.
Europe. Right hand side is Asia.
Can't get it all over.
Fashion. In the late 19th century, the late Ottomans, or Ottoman Sultan, or the family of the Ottomans, the official opening of the palace was after the Crimean War in 1856. It presented the wealth of the Ottoman Empire. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, as the Ottoman period, which resembles very much the Dolmabahce Palace, which we just passed by. And when I say most luxurious hotels, ladies and gentlemen, here in Turkey, I'm talking about Four Seasons.
What size is that one? Probably 50, 55 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, some parts of the hotel is run by Four Seasons, and some parts of the hotel is run by the Kempinski Company. In 1910, it had a big factory, city town of Istanbul, which is more or less a recreation center for little cafes and what we say, little pubs and cafes to our left and side, more or less visited by university students. We're just passing by a mosque again, which has been built, what we so-called an imperial mosque in 1853. Interesting about this mosque, which we're just passing, which has been restored, the narrowest minarets to continents. We're slowly but surely coming into the what we so-called the zone of the blacks.
After the family has passed away, so those who have inherited it sold it to this clubhouse, and it's a club right now where people, there's a bar, swimming pool. Adds the legend of this bay as well. One of the governors of Egypt used to own this whole area on your left, the total bay here. And it was, that gentleman was so handsome that he had this nickname as Babyface. Two, the Mehmed II have thought that the Byzantines, since they were Greek Orthodox, were most likely getting help from Russia, not from the Western world, but rather towards the Black Sea, and in the afternoon it's southbound, the other way around, so that in this narrow areas there won't be any accidents.
See some examples on your left. As I told you, most of them are from 19 or from the beginning of 20th century, and there are some new ones also. On your right, you see the Rumeli fortress, the Europe waters running into the Bosphorus. So this was the area where the sultans were coming for hunting, and they
the palace didn't have any kitchen because it was made only for summer purposes, and they didn't spend a couple of days there. That was more like a daily system to the palace. And we just went under the Bosphorus Bridge one more time. This was the first bridge from the year 1973.